Hello darlings, happy Wednesday. As I'm about to start this channel, I feel extremely nervous and anxious. I don't know if it's a collective energy. I don't think it's mine, so because I can differentiate. So I'm going to see with coffee what the F it's all about. Because there's a real... Now, obviously the last couple of readings I've been doing, I've been picking up on a collective of feminines where you're kind of a little bit done with your connection. So it could be that's coming through and the masculines have picked up on it and they're like, oh fuck, how am I going to fix this? You know, it's that kind of, there's a real nervous energy and trepidation, and my tummy's just like, it's like they're trying to want to reach out to you as well, like telepathically maybe, but it almost feels like this energy is them wanting to reach out to you in some form of communication actually, and to have a conversation. And I think they're worried about how you're going to be just maybe be Queen of Swords on their ass and be like, no, not interested because of, you know, something you've discovered or, you know, something along those lines. So what is this energy all about, Spirit, please? Happy family. Okay. Journey. Healer of the ages and root chakra. Okay. Man holding coin and strategy. Okay. All right. Let's see what else you need to know at this time. Clarify happy family. A healing around that dynamic, but I feel like for a lot of them, they kind of know that the family unit is something they could have with you. Clarify the journey card, please. Yeah. It's a destined journey. And actually, was it when I came out with Jean yesterday? Or when I just got in the car? Can't remember. But I heard Lionel Richie's You Are My Destiny. So it's like they're aware of more than you think on some level. Even if it's only subconsciously. Clarify the healer of the ages. Page of, yeah, they just want to heal this connection. Bring in reciprocity. And then nervous as fuck of how to do it. Why have we got Archangel Michael in the first chakra, please? King of Wands. They are wanting to offer you stability. And, you know, for a lot of you, they've been working, some of them have been activated with this Kundalini energy, but they've been really trying to work on actual stability for you. And they may have even said to you, everything I'm doing at the moment is for our future, you know? Clarify man holding a coin. Yeah, they're really and truly like, I'm not coming in unless I've got the money. Like, you might have completely, in some cases, closed them out, and it's making them very nervous. We've got some healing energy going on here as well, though. There's a real big healer energy here. And, you know, there's this victory, and you guys really do have a purpose together. Those who see this, you have a purpose of some description together. Yeah, but in the meantime, you know, they are still closing out some cycle here. So, but what is this nervous energy? It's really quiet. I don't want to say like debilitating because that's a bit extreme. But it is a little bit discombobulating because it's in like the pit of my stomach. It's here. And I'm like, ugh. It's such nervous energy. And it's the thought, it's the sort of energy where I feel like I could go on and have some kind of anxious attack, 444 in the time, or like a panic attack. It's honestly not great. So what is this energy all about? Like, tell me more, Spirit, please. Can we please have some more like understanding. Ten of Swords and defeat. Right, okay, so they feel like you've had enough. Ace of Swords. Sorry, 8 of Swords and then 8 of Cups. Yeah, they feel like you've walked away and they're like that. Oh my God, what have I done? I've lost the one who would never have... They're really fucking shitting themselves. King of Cups. Yeah, they're really in their feels over you. High Priest. That's like the Hierophant. This is giving them a wake-up call of some description. Whatever's gone off here. Oh God, my stomach. 6 of Coins. They honestly do want to come and make this right. And with the 7 of Coins bottom of the deck, it's like they're persevering with this. They are. Oh God, this energy is not very nice, guys, honestly. It really isn't very nice. I think what they're realising as well is they've given to too many other people and they haven't given to you. And they're like, maybe they've given to you in the past and then they've obviously had to go out and learn these yucky lessons for whatever reason. And, you know, they've been giving to others and they haven't given to this connection. And now they want to give to you. Now they're like, oh my God, I just want to make this right. And you're like, is it too late for that? Like, you really are pretty fucking done, to be honest, for a lot of you. So let's clarify. Once again, this is raining in the UK. It must have rained on and off about 10 times today. But rain is very cleansing, isn't it? Ooh, 10 of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. They're not feeling very stable at the moment. Clarify the 8 of Swords. But, yeah, right, okay. So, there's been blocks because they've had to learn some difficult lessons. Some of them have had to learn some lessons around money as well. Now, with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, this is wanting to come out of this energy. It's wanting to, like, be let out of the cold. And, you know, you, because they've stayed stuck in shit that doesn't serve them anymore, you've gone, do you know what? You've got your own challenges, you've got your own life, you've got your own fucking journey. I can't sit and watch you go through this shit anymore. I'm out. I'm gone to Narnia in a bizzle. And you have gone, no. And they're like, oh, but I can't bear the thought of not having this person in my life. But for a lot of you, you feel like you've been strung along, like with the telepathy or with bits of communication here and there. And quite frankly, all you've been settling for is fucking breadcrumbs. To me, that is not a divine connection. I'm sorry, but it isn't. Like, anyone settling for breadcrumbs, what the fuck are you doing? You are worth so much more than that. And that's why so many of you are in that energy of defeat and done. You're like, I can't do this anymore. But this is what's going to bring on a lot of unions. Clarify, 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups. You know, they may have been leaving other shit behind as well, you know, but you're just, I think for a lot of you, you have been, it's almost like you've walked away from the idea of being in a relationship with this person and they've picked up on that. And it's maybe because they might have had a relationship elsewhere or, and I said to you before, even if they've separated from someone in the last year or two, they've then gone on and had to learn some lessons probably from another karmic energy or trauma bond. And again, the way they've gone about it may have not been very nice towards you because once again, you have had to be in a position where you have to keep choosing yourself. But this person, connection, relationship, collective, do want union with you. They do. Queen of Pentacles, they do want this nurturing, loving energy with you. They do want to be your equal, yeah, but the 6 of Cups is here. Because they've given to everyone else, you've lost faith in this journey. You've lost faith, you've lost trust. You're just like, do you know fucking what? I trust in God and the divine. I don't trust in you anymore, Mr. Masculine. And that's caused them a massive fucking tower moment. And they're like, oh my God, my Queen of Cups has gone, for example, Queen of Cups. And we've got a King of Cups here, haven't we? So we're going to go that there's a counterpart situation going on here, definitely. The Queen of Cups is fucking up, scopped and gone. She's like, fuck this. I am not doing this anymore. No. And, you know, with the 2 of Cups, for some of you, you may go on and meet other people. For some of you, don't attach to that. Because I think for a lot of you, this person is going to come in and go, oh my God, I can't be without you. I've got to make this right. Holy fuck, I can't. And that's why I'm feeling as nervous as fuck. Like literally, I feel like I'm about to do a presentation that I used to get when I used to do presentations in the corporate world. And let me be clear, I would have the nerves until I'd done the presentation, and then until I was standing there in front of people, and then once I'd accomplished what I needed to accomplish, and once I'd got started, everything was fine. This energy is relentless. My stomach is it's in knots. It's honestly in knots, and it's very clearly collective energy here. So what else is the reason for this? Wheel of Fortune and the Devil. Karmic shit. Karmic energies, like your masculines, are aware you have been made privy to some sneaky shit with the Moon and the Ace of Swords. You've become aware of some sneaky shit. And, you know, it was to try and protect you, but listen, the truth always comes out. And there are 3 sides to the truth. Yours, theirs, and the actual truth. And this Moon energy, hidden enemies, intuition, danger, dreams, fear, deception, yuck energy. It's fucking yuck energy. We've got 3 of Swords, sorrow. Yeah, they're realising where they have been fucked over by karmic energies. The karmic people around them are users, opportunists, manipulators, and in some cases wrapped up in a pretty package. And your masculine, because they were terrified of what you'd had, they still needed their needs being fulfilled, and they still needed that. They were still attached to a codependency vibe dynamic, right? And I suppose they were attracted to an unhealed version of themselves. And you're like, but what about me? Like, I'm fucking perfect for you. What about me? Do you know what? I'm perfect for me right now. And if there's someone else out there for me, I'll be perfect for them. Because right now you are not displaying any form of perfectness for me. And it's not about someone being perfect. There is no such thing. But they are your perfect match, ideally. But when they're in this energy of sabotage and shadow side, and they're needing to connect with this karmic energy to bring out each other's shadows, to work through them, to then tell the karmic energy to fuck off, because that's what they need to do. You know, you can't be really privy to that. You can't. Yeah, we've got Justice and we've got the 4 of Wands. Like, it will all unfold how it's supposed to. It will. There will be harmony here. Balance will be restored, but it's going to take the time it takes. Let's see if we can get some more messages. Clarify the Devil. Healing has to be done around deception and difficulty and bonding of karmic sorts and trauma bonds. I've had a Wheel of Fortune, Page of Swords in reverse. Oh God, that's never good. Ace of Swords is clarified by Temperance. Yeah, you've learned some truth, and it's really caused a lot of difficulty to you. And you know, with the Moon clarified by the 4 of Cups in reverse, that is like a sudden awareness. And you know, for a lot of these masculines, I feel like they're going to be, if they're still connected to this person because there's still lessons to learn or a karmic contract to close out, because if they don't do it with that person, they're going to have to do it elsewhere before they can come to you. This is an awareness when this is in reverse. This is an awareness of, oh my God, what the actual fuck am I doing? Like, and I feel like they've had this awareness the whole time. And, you know, they want to choose happiness now. And whereas before they were choosing fear-based energy, and we all know when something is based on fear, it's never going to fucking last. Clarify the 3 of Swords. The Sun, they're miserable without you. And yeah, your Emperor is like, I'm coming in, I'm going to make this right. I'm determined to make this right. I'm also looking at the word that says homecoming on the card. Just here. So that's quite significant information as well. Okay, clarify the Justice card. 7 of Wands in reverse. Like, try to come out of the guarded energy where you can. I appreciate that's difficult at the moment. Particularly if you've just found out a difficult truth. Which for a lot of you, unfortunately, you have. But like I said, you've had to find out the hard way, and something quite difficult that you might have suspected but you weren't 100% sure. You've had to find that out to have that cataclysmic, oh my God, what the actual fuck am I doing? I can't do this anymore moment, so that your masculine feels it. So, what else do we need to know here? Four of Wands in reverse. They were dealing with something that wasn't making them happy. Like, it literally was not making them fucking happy. There was a lot of conflict here, and home conflict particularly. So, whatever that means, home conflict. For some of them, they could be still dealing with the breakdown of their family home. So there could be that involved there. But for a lot of them, you know, they ran from your connection because maybe it wasn't the right time for the relationship to develop anymore, because obviously they just closed out something in some cases. And then they've then gone in, oh good Lord, I can't talk. They've then gone and got involved in a karmic or trauma bond, which has to teach them lessons that you were none the wiser of, but suspected of them of. You kind of knew intuitively something wasn't right. You always knew there was something going on. You just didn't have the fucking facts. Now you have the facts, and you're like that. I don't want any part of that. So we've got the Hermit, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and the Death card. You have well and truly gone, do you know what? I am going in my own little world. I'm going to focus on my business. I'm going to make myself rich. You can fuck off. Basically. And that's that. Okay, so look, one thing I'm going to start doing, because this is helping quite a few people already, obviously with the work I do remove yucky energies, and I've helped people have like karmic ties and blocks removed. Now what that does is it removes the control of the karmic energy. It doesn't close out the cycle immediately. What it will do is remove any heaviness, and it will give you peace back in your connection so that the love is restored. Because some of these karmics have really fucked with your person's emotions and they don't know where they are. So it's about restoring balance in your connection, but it's also going to still unfold according to the divine will, divine timing, right? It's not about quickening a contract, because if they don't close it out with that person, they would have to close out the learning of something with another person, and you don't fucking want that. You want them, if you want them to learn the lessons, you want them to do it as soon as fucking possible. Do you know what I mean? And these sort of cord cutting services that I'm offering now remove the heaviness in the relationship dynamic between you and them, and then any karmic ties from the karmic energy or trauma bond energy to your person through your sacrals, you know, from your person to then you through the sacral that could be blocking you in many ways, that is all removed. So if you are interested, let me know. So we've got the Three of Swords again. There's some real fucking heartbreak here. Your person's just distraught. They're very, very desolate and very distraught because you literally have gone, I'm out. We've got Death card and we've got the Nine of Coins. Anything else? The Lovers. We've got the Page of Swords. They're very wanting to spy on you. And then we've got Hanged Man, and it does say Autumn on the card. So they're realising they've sacrificed this relationship for a situationship, is what I'd want to say. And, you know, look, at the end of the day, if they'd said to you, look, I really want to be with you, but it's not the right time because I've got this, and this going on, and I need to do some healing work, and I need to do this, and I need to do that, or words to that effect, you'd have been like, yeah, that's fine. Do what you need to do. Like, I'm going to go and do what I need to do. Like, you've been separated for a reason because there's growth and healing to do and lessons to be learned, right? Both sides. But when you feel like they've just gone off and done something else, or you've been told actually, you know, or you found out they actually went on and had another relationship or situationship, or they went and had a fling, or, you know, and you're like, I'm sorry, what? That is where you're like, I'm done, you know? Clarify the Three of Swords. Ace of Cups. They're fucking heartbroken over you. Six of Pentacles. They just want to bring balance. Same fucking message. They don't want you to be single for much longer. They really don't. But they've also got to realise that, you know, you are very focused on you right now. Tell me about the Lovers. Why are the Lovers here? Two of Wands. Right, okay. Future planning, Knight of Pentacles, but it is as a block, right? Okay. You've well and truly cut them out. You're focusing on other options, other situations. I don't mean people. I don't mean people. I mean, you just focused on work. Yeah, we got the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles clarifying, well, autumn. So for some of you, you could actually be in a relationship with this person. Some of you by the autumn. But it is the Hanged Man, and things have had to divinely be... You just got to surrender. You've just got to surrender. All right, I feel like we need the big boys, so we're going to get them out in a moment. 1 second. But this nervous energy, honestly, I cannot fucking deal with it. I'm like, Spirit, I'm over it. Can we please just have a regulated nervous system back? Because honestly, the collective, I do my best to transmute for you guys, and I'm like, oh, this is horrible energy. It really is, and I haven't had it this heavy for a long time. In fact, I don't think I've ever had it this heavy. And do bear in mind, I've been on this journey a long time with someone else who I thought was my counterpart, and it's been fucking hell on earth at times. 10 of Wands, right? Okay, they're burdened because of what they've done. They feel guilty and they're burdened by what they've done, right? They're burdened by what they've done. We've got 4 of Wands, so you know this is somebody who desperately does want that happy place with you. They're really burdened by what they've done. Again, with the reciprocity, they just want to bring in reciprocity. They just want to make it right between you. I just don't think you're interested. I honestly feel you've lost interest, and like your person has almost become unattractive to you, and you probably never thought you would say that. The Fool, the Page of Pentacles, and the Star. Yeah, the Star. They definitely want to heal this connection with you. They really, 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 really want to heal this connection with you. And I'm just not sure if you do at the moment. I feel like you need space. And that's why a lot of you have probably pulled back your communication. You've probably, like, even pulled back telepathically, possibly. I mean, you know, we've got Star as a bit of a block. So there is definitely some healing to do around this whole, like, relationship. You know, look, they just want to come in and be romantic with you. And they want to come in and claim you. And, you know, they want to balance this out and heal this dynamic. They want to really make it up to you, like a Fool. Yeah, they want to do the work. They're realising what they've lost. Page of Wands, Page of... yeah, they've realised what they have lost, and they're, like, absolutely devastated. Maybe this is divinely guided. The Moon. Healing from their fears. Trying to build courage to talk to you. Ace of Pentacles. They want the new beginning, but you're like, listen, sweetheart, I'm done. I deserve more than this shit. I deserve more. I'm going to go and find my soulmate. It is not you. And then we've got the Lovers as well. Like, you know, they're really... I feel like for a lot of them, they did try and throw themselves into another situation. And it was toxic. And it was intense. And I think they got carried away with the moment. And I think they thought, oh yeah, this is really great. This is what I want right now. And you remember, everything should never be regretted what you do decision-wise, because at some point that was exactly what you wanted, right? But for a lot of these masculines, they've gone ahead with something because they're people pleasers. They've just got on with it and got carried away in the moment, and they have lived in the moment, but they've then reflected immediately after the moment and gone, what the fuck am I doing? Really though, what am I actually doing here? What am I doing? Like, this is not what I want. They know they won't listen to their intuition. This is not what they want, you know? This is not what they want. And they know that it wasn't working the way they wanted it to. Yet with you, they know it would work. I feel for a lot of them, they had epiphanies while they were at work as well. Whatever they do for work, I feel like they had epiphanies when they were at work about, shit, I've been acting out of character here, and yeah, Hangman, I've been acting out of character here. I've not been my normal self, and like, there you go, the devil. I've not been myself. I've been stuck in this situation with this person who, quite frankly, is emotionally unavailable, probably because their previous partner was emotionally unavailable, so they've had to align with someone else who is unemotionally available to then learn that their attachment style, right? This is very, very karmic energy that they're dealing with or trying to close out. But with you going, I've had enough, I'm out, you've caused one hell of a fucking tower moment. And they're just distraught. So, obviously they want to come in and make things right, but are you going to let them? That is the question. So let's see. My fucking nerves, honestly, they're shot to shit. They are shot to shit. Masculines. Right, spirit, listen. Can we have a little conversation, please? I know the masculine collective are terrified at the moment in a lot of cases. The ones that I'm channeling now. They're a little bit scared because they fucked up royally and they're like, oh my God, how am I going to make this right? Well, right now, I don't know whether you can. For a lot of the masculines, you're really on your last chance saloon with this, okay? It doesn't matter how much someone loves you, cares for you. You have fucked this up so royally because of your own wounds, which is fine. But your feminine don't have to tolerate that shit. She doesn't. They don't, right? So I'm asking God and the divine, I've acknowledged the energy that they are feeling, but can we please take it away? Because honestly, it's horrible. I hate it. I can't eat properly. And you know me, I love my fucking food. I haven't had a curry for like 3 weeks. No, that's a lie. When I last at my brother's house, I had one at my brother's house and I couldn't enjoy it because the energy was just so, in the, collective. And I'm obviously a transmuter of the collective's energy, and it's very, very difficult sometimes. And because I'm trying to ground and live presently every day, when I'm feeling like this, I honestly feel like I'm one step away from a fucking panic attack. It's horrible. Right. Masculine collective, what would you like to say to the people watching this? What would you like to say? What would you like to say to them? What would you like to say to them? All right, I heard that song. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, you're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. That's a great song, that is. So yeah, they want to say that to you. Yeah, okay. What a tune! I fucking love Andy. Is it Andy Williams? Someone tell me. Is it Andy Williams? I might get that wrong. What do you want to say? Like, really? Like, obviously they're focused on work at the minute, and I know a lot of them might have said to you, "Oh, just remember, whatever I'm doing right now, work-wise, abundance-wise, is for our future." Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's fine. But since then, you found out something rather difficult. Guys, the same message. 6 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. They're coming in to give you reciprocity. They just want to make this up to you. I'm just not sure you're going to fucking listen. I've got to be real with you. And that's what they're worried about. They're worried you're going to reject them. And they need to be in a place where they're like, fuck it, I've got to say this. I've got to speak my truth because it's making me ill not speaking my truth. And going after shit that doesn't serve them, or, I think for a lot of them, the karmic feminine, whoever the karmic feminine is, or trauma bond, or whatever the fuck they're dealing with, for a lot of them, they're feeling this ick. There still might be that pull, but it's because there's some shadow side to work through. So that's why they're feeling that pull. And I feel like they see a message coming up on their phone or their name ringing them, and they're just like that. They're disappointed because it's not you. They're disappointed because it's not you. Yeah, disappointed. 4 of Cups. Disappointed. But what they're doing now is sitting there sulking because they're not looking at these. They're focusing on these 3 cups that they've lost, one of which being you. This is the divine offering them last chance saloon. Sorry, I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but for some of you, you really are, like, you're on your last legs, mate. I'm not interested otherwise. Sorry, I know that sounds really, what's the word? Remiss and nonchalant almost. Very, very nonchalant. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I keep getting that song in my head. You're just too good to be true, can't take my eyes off you. You feel like heaven to touch, I wanna hold you so much. That's how they feel about you. They want to come away from this sneaky, shitty energy. Sorry. No, they want to walk away from feeling deceitful and being deceitful towards you. They're like, oh my God, I fucked this up so royally. I really need to roll out the red carpet. Oh my God. They're so... Do you know, they're so burdened by this, guys, honestly. They're like, oh, fuck me, what am I going to do? Like, I can't be without this person. I can't be without my feminine. Right, okay, sorry, I'm being jokingly theatrical, but seriously, yeah, the nerves are still there. Thanks for that, Spirit. Appreciate having my gifts. Cheers. Yeah, they know they've got to give you justice, and they're like, oh, fuck, 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 fuck. They know they've got to do the shadow work, and they're like, oh, fuck, 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 fuck. I've got to face myself. I've got to do and take a long, hard look at myself and go, what the fuck? I have not been acting myself for a while, and it's because of the association with the other person. And as I said to you, this collective right now, I seem to be dealing with a lot of people where your masculine is separating from someone and they've just gone on and met someone else, and it's gone very quickly to something. It's not a real loving, committed relationship or anything like that, but it's something you found out about that you didn't know about, but you suspected. And, you know, it's like, oh my God. And remember, I'm a messenger. So this is what the collective need to hear right now. And people are messaging me going, oh my God, that's my situation. What the actual fuck? Like, wow, you're so on point. And I'm like, well, look, it's just coming through, you know? But what I can tell you is they have so much regret over how they've treated you, and they do want to make this right. It's a very clear message. Wait, I'm moving some energy. Hang on. They want to make this right. You know they want to make this right. 5 Page of Pentacles. Page of Cups. They want to make this right. They want to make amends. They want to go, I'm sorry, I've been an absolute idiot. Please forgive me. Clarify the 4 of... Pardon me, moving energy. Clarify the 4 of Cups. Oh. Wheel of Fortune. Honestly. Well, I've got the 7 of Swords in reverse. What's that all about? Hangman as a block. Alright. Excuse me. For those that went and got in another relationship, that's why they're burdened as well. Like, another situation, it wasn't a happy relationship, let me tell you. It fucking wasn't at all. It wasn't. And I know the 10 of Cups pertains to that, but with fucking... What they've realised is their 10 of Cups was not with this person. Their 10 of Cups was with you. There's the clarity coming in. Their 10 of Cups is with you. And they're like, fuck me. What have I done? I have fucked up so much. With the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, they're like, oh God, I've involved myself with this situation or other people or whatever they've done. And you've just gone, do you know what, friend? Because you're not really even wanting to call them a lover. You are not even attractive to me right now. Like, I'm not even attracted to you because you've made me feel like utter shit. And you've ripped my heart out and stood on it several times, stabbed it many times with your lies, your deceit, 33 in the time. And it's like, oh God, how could you even go there again? You know, so feminine, I don't blame you for being like, fuck this shit, I'm off. See you later. But honestly, this deceit, I do think for a lot of them, they are going to actually talk to you about it. Like, they are going to open up about it and go, I was really stuck and I know I've fucked up royally. And I know it was my wounds talking, and I know that I didn't feel good enough for you. For a lot of the reason why they run off with other people, it's because they don't feel good enough for you. They don't feel good enough for you, okay? And, you know, this is where we're at with these connections. Like before, I was picking up on a collective where the masculines were so close to coming in and making everything right because they've been doing the work, doing the healing work, and then they're coming in, basically. They're like ready to come in. And, you know, they've not been with other people. They have been very much doing that inner work. Or was I picking up on this collective all along? And that you thought they were doing the work, when really and truly they were entertaining other people or another person. But again, It doesn't feel like player vibes. It feels like someone who's not been on their own for a long time. That's what it feels like. And, you know, you, femme, have been on your own, but your masculine, who you thought was on their own, wasn't. They might be now. It may have been for, I don't know, a few months or something. I don't know, or temporarily at least. And I don't think they're going to go back there properly. But, you know, to the other person, it kind of feels like they don't want to do that. Empress. Yeah, here you go. This is what's going on. We've got the Empress, that's you. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, also you, and the Eight of Wands. So, you know, what else do this beautiful collective watching this energy need to know? I've got a weird pain in my right rib. Right, stop the anger towards your person. Oh, God, gallbladder. Stop the anger towards your person because it's not serving you. Stop the anger. Try to see this from a soul perspective. They were trapped. They didn't know what the fuck to do. They were trapped. They were trapped in something because they didn't feel worthy of you. Yeah. Knight of Cups. The Fool. Like, they really do just want to come towards you. But we're just going to see if there's anything else that you need to be aware of here. Let's go to these ones. No, I need another Rider-Waite deck. Okay, thanks for it. Can I have the shiny ones then in that case? Because we like shiny. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny. Can I have the Empress? How we do for time? 36 minutes. They're burdened. Because they've put you on a pedestal, that's the problem as well. I've had the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. 3 of Coins. They know it works with you. I've had the 8 of Wands. The Fool. Wanting to take that leap of faith. And, like, some of them are going to come towards you. And it's going to be very, like, fuck it. I'm just going to say how I feel. And they're going to just talk to you about various things. Some of them are going to be very nervous to approach you. I've had the 8 of Swords. Fear has kept them stuck because all they want is to come in and see you. And, you know, they've been also trapped in karmic situations, closing out karmic cycles, that sort of thing as well, as we know. But, you know, I feel like for a lot of these, they are watching you and trying to figure out when to come forward. Clarify the Fool here, please. Yeah, Knight of Wands. This is fast-paced action. Probably impulsive. As I said, they are quite impulsive when they want to be. And the Strength cards come out, so there's definitely this vibe. They do want to come towards you and make things right. Yeah, the Judgment. They want to make a reconciliation here. Renewal, rejuvenation of this connection. Yeah, 3 of Wands. And, you know, you're just getting on with your life. This nervous energy hasn't abated, I'll tell you that. It really, really hasn't. Okay. Big boys, do you have anything else you want to say to the beautiful people watching? This group of masculines, they're terrified. You're done. They're terrified. They've basically chosen, respectfully, I'm just going to say how it is. They've basically chosen a superficial bond because they can't be on their own. And, you know, they've now got to go on and do a lot of work. Now, I'm actually feeling like this is a slightly different collective to what I was picking up before. Because I know there are still some people who are dealing with a masculine who's been doing the work. And they're coming in for, you know, reconciliation that will lead on to more. So it is going to unfold how it's supposed to. Right, these cards have all just come out together and I feel a little bit guided to take them. So we've got 10 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 7 of Swords, Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. So, you know, they really do want your commitment. They do. And I think they've had to figure out exactly what they do want, but they do really want your, yeah, Chariot. They do really want to be committed to you. They do want this. Now, it might not happen, well, overnight, clearly, but they've just got to do the work. And they can't do the work. Yes, they have to learn lessons in relationships. I get that. Or in connections or trauma bonds, whatever. They have to learn things there. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. And, you know, you can't teach them those lessons. They have to learn them themselves, because respectfully, there isn't as much toxicity with your connection as with them. Like, don't get me wrong, it can be difficult and challenging, and it's supposed to be, but they have to learn by going off into the physical world and having these physical relationships, whereas we learn more from fucking being away with the fairies half the time in a different dimension, you know? And that's why more feminines are focused on their physical 3D stability. Yeah, they're so fucking anxious. Excuse me. They're so fucking anxious to hay fever's terrible at the minute. To get into fucking hell, I can't talk. To see you. They're anxious to see you. Why is the 7 of Swords here, please, in the upright position? Yeah. They've been trapped, and then I'm trying to let you know here, I'm not quite in that trapped energy now. I want to come in and make this right. They've really been... They've not been in this happy place, to be honest. They've been lost without you. The Death card. The Death card clarifying the Page of Pentacles. They've been really lost without you. Clarify the 10 of Coins. The Moon. They still want stability with you. And they've had to work through those fears. Yeah, and, you know, we've got 9-9 here, so you've probably seen 9-9 or 999 a lot as well, which is obviously closing out cycles. You're their happy place. You really are. Clarify Chariot. Queen of Pentacles. They just want to come towards you. So we've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here. Strength card in reverse, but they've got to build that strength up. And they will do it when they've closed out the karmic cycles that they need to. Like, they can't... Rome wasn't built in a day. I know, I say that a lot. All right, let's just see how they're feeling. Let's see how they're feeling towards the karmic energy. Let's see how they're feeling towards the karmic energies around them. How are these... 1 second. Pardon me, I'm so sorry, moving energy. Apologise for that. Oh, okay, right. Acid reflux. Okay, so they're not in a great place with this. How are they feeling about the karmic energies? How are they feeling about these karmic energies around them? Like, what are the feelings towards these karmic energies around them? What are they feeling? Right, so we've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, well, we'll see what we mean with that. We'll see. 2 of Coins. What are they feeling to these karmic energies? 3 of Wands. It did try and come out in reverse, though. And remember, they've had to experience these situations to figure out as well who you are. And to see the difference, you know? Oh, for fuck's sake, Spirit's not really giving me a lot here. How are they feeling towards these karmic energies? 6 of Pentacles. They've had to learn what lack of reciprocity is as well. Like, they really have had to learn a lack of reciprocity here. Karmic. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and then we've got the Moon and the 4 of Pentacles. Right, okay. We'll see what that's all about. So the Moon and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the blue ones. Clarify the Knight of Cups for the karmic energies, please. What they're feeling towards the karmic energy. Hermit. Alright. Clarify the 9. King of Cups and the 6 of Swords. They want to move away. They're umming and ahhing what the fuck to do. They want to get away from them. Okay. They want to get away from them, right? Alright, let's see. Yeah, 9 of Wands in reverse. They definitely want to get away from them. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles. They're trying to get the balance back. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. They just... Look at this shit. Like... Honestly, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and the fucking World card. They realise they've been hoodwinked. They've been manipulated. They've been cheated. They've been disrespected. They've been used. They've been used. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. This is them realising they've got to make it up to you for what they've done. Clarify the Moon. Why is the Moon here? What's this Moon here for? Listen, it's not what you think. It's trouble in paradise, big time. And it's giving them a massive awakening here as well. They really didn't listen to their intuition. And they're like, fuck, what have I done? Like, I really do need to move away from this person. And they've realised the person was all about the money and what they could gain. Like, typical karmic energy. They're all about money, power, gaslighting. And, you know, with the Six of Cups, they're like, oh my God. And then the Magician's here as well. They're very much like, okay, I need to come in and make this right with my actual true person. And, you know, they've been dealing with someone who's used to winning. And that is where they've gone, fuck this, I've got to walk away. I've got to walk away from this situation. And that's what they're in the process of thinking now. They don't want to be, with the Hermit here, the Hermit is not about romance. The Hermit is about spending time on your own and being a single Pringle, right? But not to do things with other people, to sit in their own energy and do the fucking healing work. And that's where a lot of them are at. They're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to move away from this situation. They're just trying to and ah. They're and ahhing how to do it. How do they move away from someone who's used to being manipulative as fuck? How do they do it? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. They will do it. They will do it. They will become completely single and not dealing with anyone else. Because they need to be to do the fucking healing work. Like, I know that you need to be with people to do healing work as well. I do understand that. To learn lessons, especially with these dynamics. But, and you know, the masculines, as we know, they have to learn through ego, through pain, through 3D relationships, through their old patterning and conditioning, how to close out stuff. But honestly, with the karmic energy, or whatever they're dealing with, it does feel like they really do want to let them go. They want to let them go because they can see it's all about money for a lot of them. They can see it was all about money. And, you know, it really is a case of, okay, how do I do this? So how are they going to do it? Are they just going to straight up say, listen, fuck off? Five of Cups. Oh, I'm looking at the smoke and mirrors. We've got King of Pentacles. So they're just going to, I feel like for a lot of them, they're just going to, we've got Four of Wands. We've got the Two of Swords. They feel like they can't say too much at the minute. And, you know, there's some tension here. And then what I'm looking at is the Knight of Cups, and it says soulmate and karmic meeting. So this really is definitely to do with a karmic situation. And, you know, they really are like, I can't keep doing this to myself. I've got to leave this situation. Five of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Wands. They're regretful for anything they had to do with this person. They're like, oh my God, what have I fucking done? They're trying to get the balance back. They're trying to get the healing in. You know, they are trying to do the work. They're trying to find their own inner union, their own inner strength. Clarify the Two of Swords, please. The Ace of Cups. Like, they know, because they haven't spoken their truth, they've not demonstrated any self-love here as well. Clarify the Knight of Cups for the karmic energies. And yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They know it's not love. Clarify the Ace of Swords. They're realising the truth. Trust. They are. Yeah. Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords. They're realising, oh fuck, I've got to make a decision here. I've got to just move away from this shit. Like, this is not serving me any fucking more. Like, it really isn't. And the thing is, you're not going to have anything to do with them, Judgment. You're not going to have anything to do with them, Ten of Pentacles. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So, yeah, I feel that's towards you. You're not going to have anything to do with this Emperor until they let that other situation go properly. You're going to be like, no, until you give me the justice I deserve, or until you handle your fucking karmic shit the way you meant to, I'm not interested, you know? I'm really not interested. Anything else? So much tension here. Like, this person that they're dealing with likes to cause trouble. And a lot of it, they've had to be careful with money as well with them. It's really... It's like they've... This might only be resonating for a few of you, I don't know. But this other person, there's some money tie there in some way. Like, whatever that means. And they've had to tread carefully in a business association as well. What they thought, what you thought was a business association was actually more. But it isn't anymore. Yeah, you've really found this out with the moon, the strength, and the fucking Three of Swords. You've really found this out, and you're like, wow, I never thought you could do that. Yeah, Four of Swords. So there is going to be some healing surrounding this required. 1,000,000%. I get such an icky energy from this karmic energy. Like, I really do. And your person, I feel, does as well. Like, it's a trauma bond, so these things do take time to close out, but for a lot of you, this has been ongoing now for quite some time. Is this, what else do I want to ask? Are they going to take any action here? Collaboration. Bear with a second. Let me just see. Queen of Coins. Page of Cups. Yeah, okay. Alright, okay. I was going to say they're going to take any action towards you. The Fool. Queen of Swords. Emperor. Let's get some clarity on this. Let's go with these. Clarify the Three of Coins. The Death card. Yeah, they're so anxious to talk to you. They just want to make this right. Eight of Wands, clarifying the Fool. What's this Queen of Swords energy? Because I think that's how they are seeing you. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. That is how they're seeing you. And they're like, they're worried you're going to be brutally honest with them and like really upset. Hangman in reverse. Like, you've had these realizations and you're just like, dude, the Sun, you might be a divine masculine per se, but right now you're not really acting like one. Okay, so yeah, we've got the Three of Cups. They do just want to come in and see you. The Three of Cups is a really happy celebration card, and this is how they're feeling towards you. This is what they want with you. Yeah, Hermit. But they appreciate that in order for them to come in and do that, they have to be on their own. They have to have left the other situation. And to me, this really feels like they're going to be healing from a third-party situation and, you know, stepping into their power. You, on the other hand, have also been turning that pain you've been feeling into power and making your dollar, your pound, whatever, you know, money you associate with. You're trying to get that balance. You're trying to become the best version of yourself and move to a calmer place. And you are doing it. You are. And, you know, I think that when you do it, they'll do it. But like I say, there is this icky energy from the third party energy here. It's really not nice. Like, ugh, it's really... They feel sick. They feel sick. Because what they've done to you, you never thought they would do. And they're like that, oh my God, what have I done? Like, I've lost this person who would have done everything for me. Yeah, you have, I'm afraid. In a lot of cases, you are done. Right, okay, so final messages on this. No more karmic energy. Like, what action are these masculines taking towards the feminines that are seeing this? What actions are they going to take? So we've got distance, but it's in reverse. So they want to close out that distance between you. They want to see you. They want to talk to you. We've got finances, so they're still working on money. Absolutely fine. You do what you need to do, boo. Intimacy. Some of them want intimacy. They want, oh, there's some sexual chemistry here. But this is towards you, no one else. We've got hope. Maybe they send you that energy to, well, actually, I know they do. Twin flames, divine counterparts, they will send you, the masculines in particular will send you that energy to remind you of who they are. So even though you're pretty done with them at the minute, they'll be like, no, I'm going to send them this energy, I'm going to send this energy. And you're like, well, are you sending that to me? Or is that someone else you're sending it to? You'll know if it's for you, truth, you'll know. And in some cases, some of you do or have felt your counterpart being intimate with someone else. Let me tell you, as someone who's experienced that in the past, it's not nice. When you're in love with somebody and you're feeling them be intimate with someone else, there's nothing fucking worse. Celebrate. Celebrate. There is honestly nothing worse. It's horrible. So if you've been feeling that, I mean, I've felt it for a long time, to be honest, but it's still not very nice. All right. Why is distance in reverse? 9 of Gems, legacy. Right, okay. So with the 10 of Pentacles, with the legacy being in reverse, it's like they're going to be coming in as an individual so they can give you what you deserve as an individual, sorry, as a single person, like properly coming towards you as a single person. They're really lost without you, and I think for a lot of them they've actually been experiencing some financial loss. And this is the thing with these collectives, with these masculines, when they are dealing with karmic people or people that don't serve them, financially they sometimes will suffer as a result. Yeah. I feel like for a lot of them, with the intimacy card here, clarified by Justice, it's like they're using that energy to make it up to you. Sweetheart, that's not going to fucking work, pardon the pun. You need to do better. Clarify hope. The Hierophant, they really do hope to be with you properly one day. Clarify truth. The exploration, they want to actually sit and talk to you and go, do you know what, I owe you some fucking answers here. Now, you cannot have that expectation. They can have that expectation on their own lives and, you know, for them, yeah. But you cannot have that expectation on them. Because the minute you have expectation on them or demands on them, you're then in ego, right? You have to just go, fuck it, let the divine figure it out. Celebrate is clarified by the King or Master of Leadership. And growth is clarified by the Scarcity 7 of Clouds. You know, they are going to get to this stage with the Fool where they can come in and do that shadow work, keep doing the shadow work, and then come towards you in the right energy of what you deserve. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, Oracle of Gems. Like, you know, they realise how nurturing and loving you are. They know. But at the minute, you can't be nurturing and loving. They know the truth of this situation. They know you and them are meant to be together. They're very aware. Temperance. They're aware that there's some boundaries here that are being placed. They're aware that there's some balance needing to be restored in their lives and in their connection, and you are a big part of that in this transition. You are a big part of it, and the momentum will build probably in Cancer season for a lot of you. Yeah, Ace of Lightning, like it's you know, it's coming. I've got so much nerves in my tummy. We've got you being needing to be compassionate. I know it's really hard when they've just been an absolute twat. Defeat, you know, they feel a bit defeated, especially when they feel like you've let go because of their choices. But they're also like, I want this. I want this. I want this to happen. I need to make this right. I will make this right. You know, and you're like, will you know? And you've kind of lost faith. And that's okay. Like, next day you might find your faith comes back in. All right. Let's see what else you need to know with the Little Island Time Wellness deck. I may clarify a few of these. We'll see. Let's clarify. In fact, I'm going to get the Soulmate Edition deck out as well. Let's see what they've got to say. Because I think they have some quite important messages sometimes. So what... Okay. What do the collective watching need to see? Right. An affair. I'm going to clarify these, so don't worry. Narcissist. Falling out of love. Let the past go. Deceiving you, but it came out in reverse, so they don't want to deceive you anymore because they know they've done enough of that shit. Fucking idiots. Online dating, but again, in reverse. Anything else? The answer is yes. Right, okay. And then talk in person underneath the deck. All right. Ow, that hurt. Oh. Ah, I just pulled my bloody Medusa piercing. That wasn't fun. Right, so this is what it feels like to me. I don't specifically feel like there's been an affair, but they feel like they've had an affair behind your back with someone else who is a fucking narcissist. Yeah, they've walked away from this. They've walked away or are going to walk away from this other person whose fucking solely purpose is like winning. They just want to win, and your person wants to overcome this. Clarify falling out of love. They weren't in love with this person, but it was an opportunity for healing. Clarify let the past go. You know, the relationship, whatever this was, it does seem like it is in the past. Why is deceiving you here? The Knight of Cups. They don't want to deceive you anymore. They don't want to deceive you. They want to come in and make things right. Why have we got the online dating in reverse? They're burdened by the fact that they've not stepped up. Yes, it's clarified by the Magician. This is them wanting to come in and have a new beginning with you. A stable new beginning with you. But it's also about another person who just wanted fucking money out of them, or just wanted opportunity and opportunity and opportunity. And, you know, it could have been for quite some time that this has been going on. Possibly since, well, in the last year, let's say. It's been quite a long chapter, but I do feel like it really is coming to an end now with this other situation. And you're just in this energy of attracting in and balancing, because you're trying to work on your own healing and balancing journey, and you're trying to get everything set up in your own life. It's magnetizing them to you in some way here. And, you know, there's an ending coming of this situation, whatever it is. The Hierophant, there's an ending coming, and along with that comes an awakening. And this, you know, this may have been a hidden relationship from you, but it is coming to an end, or has come to an end. Yeah, the Hangman in reverse. Yeah. And, you know, like I said, it was what they wanted at the time, and they got carried away in the moment, and now they're like, oh my God, I just want to get carried away in the moment with my counterpart. Honestly, I don't know how many of you are going to entertain this, though. Sorry, but I don't. Because I think for a lot of you, you're D-O-N-E, done. For now, you're like, this isn't for me. I'm not being fucking treated like that. You're like, nope, nope, and nope. Nope. Not done with that. Not dealing with that anymore. So, any other messages? Let's go to the little, where's the fucking Talal and Time Wellness Deck? These little fuckers. They're brutal as fuck, but they're so accurate sometimes. Any other messages we need to know? Healthy choices. So they might start making healthy choices. We've got Ascension. So, you know, you're trying to focus on your life, trying to be happy in life and healthy and make the right choices. We've got Mask. So obviously your person clearly is not showing their true feelings. Could be wearing a mask. We've got Coffin. It did come out in reverse, but I'm not taking it in reverse. Not today, not dealing. Well, they're needing to make an ending here. Sword and the Rose. They've got something to tell you. Sorry, that was a hiccup. They've got something to tell you. They're talking. They're going to want to talk to you. Heart with a key. You know, it was in reverse. The person they were dealing with is not someone who has the key to the heart. You are. Self-indulgence. But they were just focused on themselves. That was it. Right, I am going to clarify these though, so just bear with me a second. Clarify healthy choices. The Knight of Wands. Right, okay. What makes you happy and healthy? What makes you feel amazing? Like, Ascension, healing journey is ongoing. Why is Mask here? Tower. They're realising that by not telling you how they really feel, like, it's caused a tower. Like, and, you know, they wear masks with other people. The Coffin is clarified by the Ace of Wands. So, you know, this is the situation, whatever it was. It does look like it's closing out. Clarified not today, not dealing. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, they're just kind of not feeling it at the minute. They're just like, I'm done with everything. Like, everybody leave me alone. Yeah, look, leave me alone. They are going to come to you with some truth and tell you how they really feel about you. This is interesting because the Three of Pentacles suggests, and it's clarifying talking, so it suggests you could see them in an environment which is not your normal. I don't know, it's a weird one, that is. It's a weird one. No. Okay, no, I get it. Especially with the Four of Pentacles. So they are holding on to you, like they're holding you down. Not in a neggy way, in a, like, I've got your back. I am wanting you. I am still wanting you. There's no two ways about it. You are my person. You, at the moment, probably don't feel that right now. But they're like, no, you are my person. I am going to make this right. I am going to make this right. It's like that real steadfast energy. Clarify heart with a key. They know you are the one who has the key to the heart. Clarify the self-indulgence. Yeah, the hangman. And they've had to go through these, you know, you've just surrendered, and they've had to go through these patterns of, you know, and it does look like they are moving away from that. It does seem like they're stepping more and more into power and getting the balance required to step towards you. Yeah. You, in the meantime, just stay very focused on you and your open as possible heart space. At the minute, they are a bit all over the place, and they're trying to get that balance back. I do feel for a lot of them, they want to talk to you, and I do feel for a lot of them, they are spying on you, and they're a bit like, oh my God, what have I done? I've lost this person, what the fuck? And I'm just repeating the messages. So, you know, there is some healing required here. Anything else before I fuck off? The world. There is some healing required here. And, you know, you're just getting on with your life. And, you know, you're like, well, fuck it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You're like, if it circles back round, great. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And honestly, in a lot of ways, for these connections to unfold in that way, it's like you almost have to be in a place where you're not really that bothered. Like, you love them, but you're like, you've shown me love call. You have shown me something I don't really want in a relationship. And on that strength, I don't think I can deal with you anymore. And so that's made them go, what? I can't be without you. Right, I want to ask one more deck, and then I am going to shut the fuck up, I promise. In fact, I want to get some secret messages from the Charming Oracle. Not use these for fucking ages. So what else does the collective need to know right now? I know that you miss me and you want to talk to me, but I just can't seem to find the right words to say to you right now. I'm sorry. So for some of you, they're a bit like that. I've been getting counselling in opening up to my emotions. I'm really trying hard so that one day I can be there for you emotionally. That's really beautiful. I'm not good at expressing my feelings. I wish you could just look into my heart and feel all the love I have for you. Well, I knew there was a reason why I hadn't used these fuckers for a while. Good Lord. I want to be honest with you and tell you what is really going on in my life right now. They do. This is the thing. They do want to be honest. It might be difficult to hear, but every time I see you, I always get amazed how beautiful you truly are. Anything else? I want to start a friendship first before we take this to the next level. I want to take things step by step, no rush. Absolutely, yeah. I'm really lost without you and full of guilt and regret. I hope one day you can forgive me for what I've done to you. That is how they really feel. Those who have fucked up and dropped you like a hot fucking potato because of their own fears or whatever. My family and friends do not approve of our relationship. They do not understand this connection. I know I will have to stand up for this love. Yeah, in some cases, they've had to deal with oppression as well. Or, to be honest, that's just karmic influence. It really is karmic influence and interference. Anything else? I want to take care of you, but I can't right now because of money problems. I feel weak and lack confidence. I can't be what you need. Yeah, this is the thing. If they're dealing with karmic closing out cycles, then, you know, money is a big thing for them. I'm silent because my life is one big mess at the moment and I don't want to burden you or drag you down with me. I need to fix this first. There you go. Like, it makes so much sense that these are coming out as they are. They say you don't know what you got till it's gone. The truth is I always knew exactly what I had, but I just thought I would never lose it. I'm sorry, I really messed it all up. So those of you who've gone, see you later, good night, Vienna, bye-bye. Then that's why that's just come out. Like, they really do recognise that they fucked up. I know that we are still connected because I feel it. When you are sad, in pain, or angry with me, please make sure you stay positive so I can be optimistic about our future. Yeah. Yeah. I really wanted to say what future then. Sorry. I think from sitting in these energies with these masculines who have bullshitted you so much at times, I really, really, really struggle to be compassionate, and I know that's really bad. So I need to just try to be compassionate because they are going through it. And it's their fear that's got them into these relationships. And don't forget, they've had to enter into these karmic contracts. You know, it's all divinely guided and orchestrated. It's just the way you may have found out about this wasn't. Please take care of yourself. Any of the messages. This is a long fucking reading. Our separation is almost over. The universe is leading the way. You're my absolute favourite person. My love for you will never fade. I've still got this really nervous energy in my tummy. Divine timing is at play. Then these three fall out. Not even eternity will break us apart. I am not ready to take action. And my heart is yours always. That is it. Oh, and then at the bottom, my karmic situation is ending. So, you know, it's unfolding how it's supposed to. You just got to live your life. But, you know, for those of you that you've just had enough and you've stepped back and I can't deal with this anymore, oh, please don't shut me out. They are aware that you have taken this sort of, look, I don't want to deal with you anymore kind of vibe. Like, you've really upset me, you've really hurt me, and I can't fucking be bothered. So, in a bizzle. Bye-bye. It's hard. It's hard because, you know, at one point, they were exactly what you wanted. Yeah? At one point, they really were exactly what you wanted. And, you know, for some of them, honestly, because they've been going through such a difficult time, they've become somebody you don't really recognise. And if I'm honest with you, they've probably become someone they don't even recognise. So they've probably been losing people left, right and centre. And especially if they've been dealing with this other situation, that's not going to work, is it? Let's just change that. You know, whatever they've been dealing with this other situation, I feel like it has caused some very difficult blocks for them in their life. And, you know, they've got to figure it out. Like, they honestly have to figure it out for themselves. So, yeah, I am going to shut the fuck up. If you'd like a reading, let me know. If you would like to understand more about the karmic cord cutting or trauma-bond cord cutting and restoration of your relationship and peace being restored in your connection, let me know. Just message me, Zoe at thesassyspiritualist.co.uk. Head over to TikTok, Empowered Soul Alchemist 11, or Instagram, Empowered Soul Alchemist 11. This has been a fucking long reading. I apologise. I just couldn't stop. Toodaloo, lots of love.